respect anybody that's able to make it on their own, no matter what the means are. But I think for us, it's just about not stopping and not giving up and kind of just being relentless with whatever it is you believe in. And we had every excuse in the world to stop, and we didn't. My name is Shane Smith. I'm in a band called Shane Smith and the Saints, and I'm a musician. When you first get bit by that bug, I guess, there's that excitement before, we were just trying to take any opportunity we could. And I remember there was a moment when we released the album Coast, and we sold out Stubbs indoors, the little stage inside. And that was that moment of oh my God, we could do this, if we keep working, this is what it feels like to have a packed room. And but there have been these little milestones that I think just lit a fire under us even more to catapult ourselves and our own will to another level. We've had all these moments that could have and should have collapsed us and didn't. We had an employee that had been stealing money, and also leading up to that, our drummer Stover, this sounds crazy, but he'd been bitten by a rattlesnake and almost lost his hand. And then our bassist Chase had gone through a motorcycle wreck and broke his femur. He was playing out of a wheelchair for a year with us. It's just all this terrible stuff in it. And then the peak of all of it was when that bus fire happened. And I remember our buddy Co Wetzel was blowing up at the time, and Co had just gotten into a second tour bus, and they let us use that bus because ours was gone. And several bands let us borrow gear and stuff like that so we could keep playing shows. The opportunities came when they needed to come, and that's the only reason this all worked. We played the Grand Ole Opry a month ago, and my wife kind of stopped me and was look, you've got to kind of just stop yourself and kind of force yourself to be present, or else this is going to blow by like everything else. You're not even going to remember any of it. And that was the first time for a very big moment where I've actually I think enjoyed and just been in the moment. And so I'm trying to do that tonight. It's not the easiest with 10,000 people in a wall just looking at you, but at the same time it's I just want to try to take it all in and try to be present for it.
Last chance, get them up, let's jump, let me go.
There's a very small number of brands that we want to associate ourselves with for the long term, and Turtlebox is one of those because there's just a lot about it that I feel like we can relate to as our own brand. And we're very outdoorsy guys. On the road, we're always out doing something. Bennett's always on a mountain bike or hiking or climbing a mountain or something. Dustin's always on a mountain bike somewhere. Everybody is outside doing stuff, and we love the product and have been fans for a while now, and we want to see it grow together. There was a big metaphor with where we are in our careers. It's we've been doing this for such a long time. We built this thing up, and then we finally have gotten these opportunities to actually show up to people and be a force. And I think a Norther is very much like that. It's been moving a long time. It didn't just come out of nowhere, and it's had its own story, and then it has its moment in every area that it hits. It's just a heavy presence, and it's powerful, it's strong, and I just felt like we're ready to put out some really great music and try to make a difference for the better.